Your line of credit is good to go. You can use it starting at 9 a.m. tomorrow morning.
I'm chasing the flames, yeah.
And listen, I gotta go. I'm on call with this guy 24/7. Bye.
Hello, George. It's Tiny. I've got more clients coming in, George. They're flying all the way in to see you from Hong Kong. You're my on-call outdoor chef guy. You better deliver good this time, otherwise it's curtains. These clients, George, they've been with me for 25 years. They're my biggest clients. And one of them is actually a Chinese cook. So you gotta stay away from the Chinese cuisine, George. You could insult them with your Asian food, George, and that would be a disaster. Tri-tip, tri-tip, tri-tip. Don't just try to make the tri-tip. More tri-tip. You got that, George? Oh, I want that Mediterranean sea bass. You make it masterfully, George. Not too fishy. Be like fish, but not fishy. You know what I mean, George? Savory, George. My clients love asparagus. You know, asparagus is good for you. It's good for me. It's good for the world. It's good for everybody. Poach it in lemon garlic water, George. Lots of garlic. And make sure you do that ice pack thing you do. It's the science of asparagus. It's asparascience, George.
Mountains bold, a mile high. The Rio mirrors a clear blue sky. Went to dance with turbulent weeds. Nights burn cold, my heart is free. I'm chasing the flames, chasing the flames. Chilies grow across green fields. Hot sun glows, a dream so real. Slicing, dicing with a flare. Anticipation in the air. I'm chasing the flame, chasing the flame. Surfing, turfing on the grill. Now there's a way, there's a will. Flavors bursting with delight. On call, create the perfect bite. I'm chasing the flames, chasing the flames. I'm chasing the flames, yeah. Chasing the I'm chasing the flame. I'm chasing the
Sourcing food, sourcing products, spices, extra virgin olive oil, your beef, your fish, your chicken. Now, everybody goes to the grocery store. That's where we get 99% of the stuff we eat, right? Very seldomly do we go outside our little bubble. Well, I expanded my sources. Now, Buck supplies beef, BTP supplies the fish, but they don't always have what I need when I want it. So I have a couple of backups. Same thing goes with olive oil. Have several different sources for the different types of olive oil that I have. I've got Egyptian, I've got Moroccan, I've got Italian, I've got Greek. All of that stuff I look for first press. First press makes a big difference in the flavor, but you have to have a multitude of sources. The reason is someone might be out of something, somebody may not have the quality you want, someone might be back ordered on a product. I've always told you that the ingredients matter. The better the quality, the better the product's going to be when you're done. You want that flashy smile that people will give you when they taste something that's wow good. But you also want something else. You want quality, you want flavor, and you want the freshest things you can get. So good, high quality ingredients. I'm going to say it over and over again to you. And make sure that you've got those ingredients, that high quality stuff, because you want to make your dish wow good. Plan, poll, prepare. Now, this morning I had to get all the ingredients together for today's shoot. I had fresh ingredients. I had some things that I ordered, some things that I went to pick up that didn't look very good, so we had to change midstream in terms of what we were going to cook today. We planned on having some red snapper, but we're going to do Branzini instead because the snapper didn't look good, okay? So my plan didn't fall apart. I was prepared to get another fish. Now, I did poll a few people and asked them if they've ever had Branzini, and of course they said, what's Branzini? So it's going to be their first time. Plan, poll, prepare. Now, I planned a certain amount of time to gather all these fresh ingredients together. I made sure that I had them here. I started the preparation process. I'd polled everybody prior to that, asked them what they'd like. So we've really followed the rule of plan, poll, prepare today. I even planned the amount of time it was going to take me to get to the grocery store, to the grocery store, to the grocery store, to the grocery store, and then back here. And it ran according to schedule. Now that was important because this is a very complicated process in shooting a show. But what's more important is we did something that it was even more fun. We laid it all out. We ordered everything that we had out on the table by dish. And then that way everybody could grab what they needed as they looked at the recipes and began the preparation process. So plan your time. Plan your time in the kitchen. Plan your travel time. Plan your shop time even. So that when you get ready, everything else is behind you and you're ready to prep your meal. You're ready to cook. You're ready to have fun. That's the most important thing in outdoor cooking. Not only do things taste wow good, but we want to have fun while we're doing this. This is fun stuff. This is outdoors. Who wants to be indoors cooking when you can be out here in 100-degree heat? We're going to make some good stuff today, and I guarantee you it'll all be wow good. Paring wood, fruit wood, oak wood. Now, these together, one's for heat, one's for flavor. Yeah, we talked about that before, but it might be different where you are. Now, people email me all the time and say, what wood should I use? I want to get this kind of flavor. I want to work with it so I get this kind of heat. Well, I can't really tell you because my oak wood is going to be different than your oak wood in Maine. My fruit wood is going to be different than your fruit wood in Florida. I want you to say that 3 times real fast. Now, I want you to experiment. That's the most important thing you can do is understanding your fuels and the characteristics that they have. Spend a little money on a few proteins, get a little wood, try it once with this combination, then try another combination, see what you get. See how hot the fire is, get your gun out, test the temperature. What's the temperature of the surface you're cooking on? What's the temperature of the actual fire? Now, once you know that and you're consistently cooking with it, now you've got one combination down. Now move on to another wood combination and try testing it again. You got to know your fuels in your area. This fuel here is different than where you are out there. Just keep in mind that fuel is flavor. Work with it. Let's get back to chasing the flames.
Chasing the flames, chasing the flames.
For your surprisingly great rates, contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Marty Size in Albuquerque today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walk up to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number 1. Cover it with green stuff, 1 scoop is not enough. Find a booth is real tough, backed by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot, it's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. For over 20 years, Evergard Roofing and Solar has been committed to customer service. Locally owned and operated, Evergard offers both commercial and residential roofing and solar services. For more info, please call 505-821-9543. Evergard Roofing and Solar are proud supporters of ProView Sports Network and New Mexico Youth Athletics.
Across the state of New Mexico, different journeys will begin. And when their journeys unite, together will become one experience. Our campuses across New Mexico in Portales, Roswell, and Ruidoso come together to provide you the support as one family. We are one family that share one goal, one opportunity at a time. We are One Eastern.
Let's get back to chasing the flames. BTP here. We were gonna do some red snapper, but they're just not as purty as they usually are. So we switched gears and we're gonna do Branzini. Good fish, European sea bass, love sea bass of all kinds. But here's some beautiful Branzini. We're gonna cook it in salt. And Chef tells me that's the best way to cook it. I like sea bass and I'll get anything Chef wants. So I had to go all the way over to North Africa to go get this in my boat. But I met a mermaid when I was out there. And she actually was pushing all the Branzini towards the boat into my net. She even put some on my hook that I had out there. Nice lady, all very, very nice lady. And I'm gonna make sure that I get some beer to her next time I'm out there. She brings all those fish into me again. But let me tell you something, fish is fun. Fish is a delicate protein like Chef's been teaching you. And then this is fresh Branzini for Chef. Now this is pretty serious. Last week, my wife's purse got stolen. Very sad about it. 3 days later, I caught the thief. I kind of looked into things and I told him to keep the purse. He was spending a whole heck of a lot less than my wife was, I'll tell you that much. BTP here. See you again. We're gonna poach our asparagus. Interesting. We poached shrimp, we poached prawns. Say that 5 times real fast. And we've also poached a few other items along the way, but we did those in butter. This is lemon water, okay? We want that lemon to infuse into this lovely asparagus we've got going here. So it's a very light boil. We got a little breeze blowing, so it's helping our cook a little bit. And we're gonna put the asparagus in the lemon water. We're not gonna overcrowd the pot. That's not a good thing. You'll cool it down too fast. We wanna keep it bubbling. So it's still got a light bubble to it. You see them coming to the surface. That's about as many as we want to put in right now. And then what we're going to do, when the color changes, we're going to put them in an ice bath. We're going to stop the cook. We're going to hold them right there. Then when it gets ready for dinner time, we'll heat them up a little bit, and we'll put some nice butter over the top. Ooh, butter. I love butter. It's wonderful stuff. We have a warning on our disclaimer on our show. It says if you've seen your cardiologist and he says he wants you on a low-fat diet, you shouldn't watch this show. So it's a health hazard for you people that are on low-fat diets. Look at the comparison here. We put a one right next to it. You'll see they're a little brighter than our regular fresh asparagus. We're right there. We're right there. Let's get a little bit more. Stir them around a little bit. A little more of a color change. It's going to get it just slightly brighter. We're not a recipe show, but we're just showing you a new way to poach. A new recipe, a new medium, a new poaching medium. Breeze is picking up. It's blowing our flame around a little bit. It's all right. We planned for that. We have a very nice wind guard here made by our producer, Phil Fulham. I come up with crazy ideas and then he designs it. Usually over a glass or two of whiskey. All right, there we go. We got a nice color change there. We're gonna get these guys over here, dunk them right in there. Come on, fellas. They like their bath. There we go. One more for good measure. We're gonna let this liquid heat back up a little bit. We don't want to put too much pressure on it. Thermal pressure, how do you like that? All right, boil's coming back. What did we put in that time? About 10 sticks, I think. There we go. There we go. They're ice bathing nicely over there next to us. These guys are poaching. We've got little tiny bubbles everywhere. We're waiting for that nice color change. It kind of gets, this asparagus will go a little bright green, but you'll notice it has kind of a yellow cast to it. That's the color we want. Let's move them around a little bit. You know, temperature is not the same all the way around a pot or a pan. There we go. It's smelling really good. Ooh. It's not wow good yet, but not until we put the butter on. Okay, that's getting close. I can tell by squeezing it. Come on. A little more. Little bit more. We're ready. We're ready. Dunk these guys. Probably 2 more rounds here and we'll have it all put together. We've got Chef Scott Clapp here, and we're going to work on the Santa Maria grill. We're going to sear the tri-tip steaks. Say that 3 times real fast. So go ahead, take it away, Chef.
All right, George. So we got some extra virgin olive oil here. We oil these guys up. They've already been seasoned. Letting that season sit on them for a while so it penetrated. Get them on both sides so we don't have to come back to them on the grill. We don't want it to flare up from that. Oh, these are beautiful tri-tips, George.
Thank you.
You said you trimmed these up yourself.
Uh-huh. My second job in high school was at Carler's meat packing plant. I thought I wanted to be a butcher. That's what you called a meat cutter back then.
Yeah.
That's how many decades ago.
Interesting thing, my first job was in a steakhouse, and I rose from the dishwasher to be the butcher in-house. Yeah.
It's a skill.
It's a skill. All right, so we're going to go on to the griddle here on the Santa Maria. Santa Maria?
Santa Maria.
Santa Maria. Listen to that.
Look at that flare. And be quick.
We're just going to give them a good sear here, and then we'll go finish them on the beef. Woo. Do you have any longer tongues?
I'll get out a crane. How's that?
That sounds perfect. That's all right. Many people say I cook in the dark anyway. All right. How long you say on these? About a minute
probably
aside?
another 10, 15 seconds.
Okay. So about a minute aside. Get that nice crust on them. That Maillard reaction. We were trying to get that crusty brown on it. A lot of flavor there.
Take a quick lift.
Looks pretty good to my.
I think that's perfect.
All right. Yeah. Sometimes you just got to go in. Woo.
Yeah, look at that.
All right, there we go.
Nice job.
Now another minute, and we'll be away we go. Back into the cast iron.
You know what? I have a friend of mine that whenever he comes over and I cook and I do something good, he goes, "Beautiful! Look at
Beautiful.
that! Beautiful!"
Nothing like that sound of that sizzling
Listen
meat,
to that.
is it?
Listen to it.
Back to our
Lovely
primal beginnings. You know when the worst time in history to be alive would have been?
When?
Before fire.
Before, yeah. Well, you know, I gave a talk. The original talk in the first show you saw was that we discovered fire 2 million years ago, not 300,000 years like we thought. And so it's got to be in our DNA.
I think we're probably about there. What do you think?
I think you're on it.
All right.
I really do.
So we're gonna go back into our cast iron.
Perfect.
All right, heading off to the beast.
Chasing the flames, chasing the flames.
For your surprisingly great rates, contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Marty Size in Albuquerque today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Across the state of New Mexico, different journeys will begin. And when their journeys unite, together will become one experience. Our campuses across New Mexico in Portales, Boswell, and Ruidoso come together to provide you the support as one.
BH Capital Limited is celebrating over 40 years of providing proactive finance and management solutions for American enterprise. Under the leadership of George Lovato Jr., the firm exists as an expert in the complex world of structured finance, modern management strategies and techniques, and breaking the code of marketing in the modern digital age. Through its ability to lend or invest singularly or in conjunction with other institutions or investors, American enterprise has been able to resolve many of the complex issues surrounding corporate finance as a result of BH Capital's participation. Having assisted and advised many top American corporate executives, BH Capital Limited is a driving force in American management consulting and advisory engagements. Find out more by visiting bhcapitalltd.biz.
Let's get back to chasing the flames. This is Branzini, but we're using salt to cook it. Salt is a utensil, and what it does is it insulates the fish, kind of protects the fish in one way, but then in another way it does something different. You would think that it's going to get salty, but this is laid over the skin. So the chemistry here is heat insulation, and then the salt just ever so slightly touches the fish by osmotic pressure. But if for it to be salty, it would have to sit here and cook for hours and hours and hours. We're using salt as a utensil, really not as part of the flavor profile. But I can tell you, when we're done, it'll be wow good. Let's put her in the beast. This we're going to do all the way with the door closed. You can't see any more of this action until we're done. Okay. Use a little steam, and it'll help keep the aluminum cool. And we had a nice even fire in there that really looked good. Yo-ho-ho! We got to take it out. Let me get my gloves. Done and done. The tradition in outdoor cooking, at least at this place, is you let your guest of honor do the slicing, the carving, and chef called this one out of the beast when to pull it, and he seared it, so he gets to carve it and make it wow good right now.
All right, here we go. It's been rested nicely, so all those juices have reincorporated, and we're just gonna start slicing through here. Yeah, gonna have a nice medium. Oh, look at that.
Ooh, look at that. That's sweet. Probably when you get closer to the center.
It's going to be a more medium rare, probably medium rare. All right. Oh, look at that. It's getting better every slice.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, ho, ho.
There's the king slice right there. Or maybe the queen slice, I guess.
Look at that juice, chef. Nice job.
Man, that is going to be perfect.
Listen to that crust when you're cutting it.
All that red wine created that nice, well, after the sear, red wine, nothing but beautiful crust. Beautiful, perfect doneness on the center.
Look at that.
Every piece is getting closer to that. My piece, I think. Look at that. And the great thing about cooking a nice big piece like this is you have a piece for everybody, right? We got everything from medium to medium rare.
Work of art. Now you'll be sad to hear, Chef, that Gail has to have hers put in the microwave. Yeah. I know it's. Yeah. We'll give her these 3 end pieces there. It's a tri-tip, right?
It is a tri-tip. Boy, this is beautiful.
Let's get the next one here. Pound for pound, the most underrated cut of meat
I would agree
on the
that.
planet.
I think, it's right there with that sirloin, because sirloin, I think, gets a little bit
bad
rap too. And they're just so flavorful. I find sometimes people don't like it because it has that little bit of texture to it.
Yeah.
A bit of chew. And for me, that's what I'm looking for.
We're carnivores, right? We like chewing.
I like meat. I don't want my meat to taste like something else.
Yeah. If that's your goal, interesting.
There we go. Same thing here.
Is that perfect?
Beautiful pieces.
That sound of that crust, that we've talked about it on other shows, that in bark, when you're cooking with sear and then with the beast, you get that thin layer around there, that flavor layer.
Boy, tell you what, these are perfect. A lot of work went in marinating with that salt and pepper, seasoning, garlic, then a couple cooking methods. Now we reap the benefits.
I think that's going to be Gail's piece.
Yeah, I'm trying to keep those over there so I don't inadvertently grab one. Look at that.
Yeah. Perfect. All right. Let it hold inside. And
Pour over the top?
yes, please. We waste nothing. Look at that. Perfect. Doesn't get better than that, muchachos and muchachas.
Hello, George. It's Jaime again.
Yes, boss.
Well, tell me. It went well, right?
Yes, they're having a great time. Super time. You can hear them in the background.
They love the asparagus. You did the ice pack thing with the asparagus science, right? They loved it. It's healthy for them, healthy for you, healthy for me.
They enjoyed
loved
everything.
it. They better have loved it, George. If they
No
didn't
one
love
got
it, it's
sick.
a disaster. I hope you made enough food so you can send some to go back
Great,
to
boss. I
China.
gotta
You know,
go, boss.
George, you gotta give them something to take home with
Boss,
them.
I
You know,
gotta
that
get back
Chinese
to
food,
serving
2 hours
your
later, you're
clients,
hungry.
boss.
We don't
Boss,
want my
I gotta
clients
go.
being hungry, George. After a
Can you
wonderful
let me
meal you
go?
made for them. George, I'm concerned.
Boss?
Are you sure you made enough food? You
Boss?
better have made enough food, George. If there wasn't
I gotta
enough
go.
food, it'll be Clayton's.
Can
They
you let
better
me
not
go?
go home hungry, George. I'm
Boss?
worried. I'm always worried about my
Boss?
clients, especially when they come in so far from China. And he's a chef. Oh my goodness. They better
gotta
have
go.
been drinking. They better
Can
have
you
had
let
a
me
good
go?
time. Tell me they had a
Boss?
good time, George. Tell me they enjoyed
Boss?
the food you made. Tell me the asparagus was a hit. Tell me they tried the tri-tip and they loved it. And I hope they said bravo over Branzino, George. It better have been good. Otherwise, it's a disaster. We need to make sure they're happy going home. You know, that's a long flight back to China.
I'm chasing the flame.
We're in the green room.
We understand there's some craft there. And we're going to work on the Santa Maria grill. We're going to sear the tri-tip steak. We're going to sear the tri-tip steak.
I'm going to have to renegotiate my contract to go out there.
Get yourself a beer or make yourself a cocktail. You want us to show you where the bar is? You find.
I'm chasing the flame.
Steve, you getting hungry over there? Good.